This video may be tough for a lot of people, but I'm doing this to be helpful. A lot of this has come from experience and life lessons learned. In this video, I want to talk about some of the reasons why people may be disrespecting you. I'm going to cover 10 of these. I'm going to try to keep this around 7 minutes tops. And I want to share up front that I'm not attacking anyone. I'm not saying that you are doing these things. I'm just saying that it's a possibility that you are, and it's a chance to do some soul searching. I'm also going to provide some solutions. I'm going to cover the reasons why people are disrespectful toward us. If you can think of something else, just drop it down in the comments. But let's start with number one. People disrespect us because we allow it. A lot of people are just not comfortable with looking people in the eye and defending themselves. They allow others to make them feel uncomfortable, but they don't want to make others feel uncomfortable. And we have to let go of this. There has to be an understanding that in order to stand up for what's right, you may have to make someone uncomfortable every so often by being truthful about the way that you feel. Allowing ourselves to be an easy target is a choice. The second reason people are not showing us as much respect could be the fact that we're too talkative, that we talk too much. Heck, people come in my comments section all the time and tell me I talk too much, but I'm a presenter. I have to talk. People who talk too much don't leave enough to the imagination, and oftentimes talkativeness is seen as a weakness. Too much talkativeness gives people the opportunity to feel like they are becoming too familiar with you, and familiarity breeds contempt. Say what you gotta say, but be careful with excessive, nervous talking, constant, and always having to be the one who's talking. Don't be the kind of person who waits to talk. Be a good listener. Number three, people oftentimes take kindness for weakness. I'm not saying we shouldn't be kind, because we should. We just shouldn't allow others to take advantage of it. And that defaults back to the first point. Number four, it could be that we are downright disrespectful. If we're a rude, egotistical person or somebody who has bad character and integrity, people are not going to respect us. We're going to get disrespected for being disrespectful. We're not always the victim. Sometimes we're the problem. Number five, it could be our physical condition. If we are in very poor physical condition, especially in our younger years to middle-aged years, that's going to lead to disrespect. I'm not saying that it's right to disrespect somebody for having a poor physical condition, but it happens. But here's the deal. At the end of the day, we should strive to be in our best physical condition, not for others, but for our own health. That will in turn lead to a greater deal of respect. Even somebody who's elderly can strive for their best physical condition. Number six is going to be tough for a lot of people, but it's reality, and that's our financial situation. I'm not propagating the idea of keeping up with the Joneses or being something that we're not. I'm not talking about lower class, middle class. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about having a financial situation that is known to others and known to be disastrous, to the point to where you're the kind of person who's always asking somebody to borrow money. You're always talking about your money problems. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of stuff that will lead to you being disrespected. Not everybody has to know your financial situation, but if your financial situation becomes known to others and it's bad, it can lead to disrespect. Financial health is something that needs to be pursued. It needs to be a priority, just like spiritual health, just like physical health, because, if your finances fall apart, your life will fall apart as well. Number seven, it could be the way we carry ourselves. If you carry yourself in a beat down manner, you can expect others to treat you that way. If you don't respect yourself, you can't expect others to. If you talk bad about yourself long enough, you're going to find out that people are going to start agreeing with you, and you're not going to like it. Next, it could be because we are heavily cynical and sarcastic all the time. If we're the kind of person that questions the legitimacy of everything, and we're constantly expressing that, it's only going to be a matter of time before people begin to question our legitimacy. I'm not saying that a little bit of skepticism is bad, not at all. I'm talking about a constant, perpetual state of cynicism. We've got to understand the balance between pessimism and realism. We've also got to understand the balance between optimism and pessimism. If you're the kind of person that people can't tell the difference between your jokes and sarcasm, that can lead to disrespect for you. I've seen people lose jobs over being in a constant state of cynicism. People get tired of it. Number 9, our reputation. We have to decide what we're going to be known for in life. We can't live a messed up, reckless life and expect everybody to respect us in turn. If our life and our reputation is in shambles, we can't expect to get a lot of disrespect from others. Simply put, there are people out here making stupid decisions, making it known, and then wondering why everybody's so disrespectful toward them. Number 10, hypocrisy. We are all hypocrites from time to time. We're all guilty of hypocrisy. But there's the difference between being guilty of hypocrisy and known for hypocrisy. We have to do the best we can to stand by what we believe in life. It's very important that we do that because people are watching. They're listening. If I'm guilty of hypocrisy, I try to admit it. You know, we all say one thing and do another from time to time. There are a lot of people who hold tightly to certain beliefs, but those beliefs are not a working reality in their life. And that's the problem. Whenever I make these videos confronting our humanity, so to speak, there's always somebody to come along and say, I'm glad you're so perfect, because I either struck a nerve with them or made them angry about something. But anybody who would say that did not really listen to me. I do my best to avoid blanket statements, and I seek always to anticipate objections, and that's why I try very hard to stay balanced in these videos. I teach a lot on physical self-defense, physical warfare, but these videos are all about mental and psychological warfare in our day-to-day life, and it's just as important to study these topics. In reality, we can check all these boxes and people are still going to disrespect us. We're either going to allow it or we're not going to allow it, but we have to take personal accountability for the things that can lead to disrespect. In closing, I would like to ask you, what are some things I may not have covered that can lead to disrespect? Thanks for watching. Take care.